I said that the Hunger Games fandom can't get more than 5 minutes of peace, I lied. We got 18 days. And I was not on an island this time. Hello, my name is Tessa and welcome back to another video. And you know what? I am going through it. WYATT, BD, Virus, Mags, Snow. Keep in mind, when I wrote the script for this video, there was no snow. There was no, it was announced the day after. So, this is further proof of the lack of peace that this fandom, I can't even get my own peace. They waited 18 days. They waited until we weren't expecting it any longer, and then bam, 5 announcements. I think 3 of those announcements were in the span of 24 hours, which is truly insane. In case you just got here, hi, hello, this is the Hunger Games fandom support group for the casting announcements we've been getting, especially last week. And for some context, they released the first casting news 18 days ago, and they started with Lenore Dove, Haymitch, Maisley Donner, and Plutarch. For Wyatt Callow, we got the news that Ben Wang is going to play the Odds Kid himself, and good for him. Did I recognize this man from anywhere? Absolutely not. Was I happy that I didn't recognize this man from anywhere? Because that's exactly how I like my Hunger Games leads to be. Yes, of course. Did I open his IMDb anyways just to see if I recognized any of his... You know how this works at this point. So apparently, I'm the problem, and this guy has been putting into work. He was in 8 episodes of American Born Chinese. He was in Mean Girls. He is also going to be in the new Karate Kid movie. Honestly, slay for you. I'm the problem. I'm the one that watches like one movie from time to time, and then I suffer because of the movie I watch, because I get too emotionally attached. But that's another conversation. I loved Wyatt's character in the book. He shows a side of District 12 that we hadn't seen before up until this point. And I am so excited to see this man annoy every single one of the other characters while talking about odds nonstop. And you know what? This makes 3 out of 4 District 12 tributes for the Quarter Quell. You know who's missing? I know who's missing. Do you know who's missing? Do I want to think about who's missing? No, I do not. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. And let's hope that she's not next. If she's next...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're...
Ooh, this is the ghost of the Christmas future. It's not Christmas yet. Or is it? I was getting ready to post this video, and then we got 4 more casting announcements, and I had to come back and add this to the original video. So thank you so much, Hunger Games marketing team, for ruining my plans. Do it more often. So, correcting past Tessa, we now do have all the 4 tributes for the 50th Hunger Games from District 12. That is right. We got Molly McCann playing Luella McCoy, and we got the Iona Bell playing Lulu. First of all, I have to say, choosing to do age-accurate casting and releasing them at the same time, diabolical. Actually, diabolical. Tiny, baby. I can fit both of them in my pocket easily. They also look kind of similar, but at the same time, they don't look similar at all, which was precisely the point they were trying to make in the book. Like, all rebels are the same to the Capitol, so it doesn't really matter if they look alike or not, but they kind of do in a very concerning way. And second of all, look at me in my eyes and tell me that this girl does not look like a younger version of Jennifer Lawrence. Look in my eye and tell me that this girl does not look like a younger version of Jennifer Lawrence. I understand Haymitch's crash out to a T. I would crash out as well. Look at this. Look at this. This is Jennifer Lawrence. This is Molly McCann.
They ask you how...
Hunger Games casting director, what is the best way for me to smooch you respectfully? Because, mwah. Molly McCann was actually in a lot of stuff. Her IMDb is full, which is putting us all to shame. This is a baby. This is a baby doing more in movie and TV than me and you ever will. Bad Sisters, The Heartacres, Kathleen is here and Kathleen was here. Star Wars Visions. Star Wars TV series. Get it, girl. Get it. And for Iona Bell, there's really not a lot of acting credits in her IMDb, which means that her first big acting gig is The Hunger Games. Girly, good for you. Also, take a minute. We're about to see these two girls have the most heartbreaking fates on our movie screens. I am not ready. I am sending you therapy bills, Hunger Games casting team. Mark my words. Personally, I loved this casting. And if you don't, please don't take your hate online to small kids. It's anything but a good look. Also, these girls had no say if they were casted or not. They just did their job and they did it beautifully. So be mindful, be respectful, and be kind. And let's get back to past Tessa and see what she has to say. Anyway, we also got Wyrus and Beatty, and I was a little scared for these announcements. I am not going to lie. I love these characters, and I had absolutely no idea in my mind who I wanted to play these people. We got Kelvin Harrison Jr. for Beatty and Maya Hawke for Wyrus. You know what came out of my mouth when I saw that this man was casted? I'm gonna out myself. Are you ready? Taka from Mufasa! I'm exposing myself as a Lin-Manuel Miranda stan. Come at me, honestly. But I don't think you understand. That's Mr. I always wanted the himself. This man is crazy good, okay? I can't even think about him serving tormented father in Sunrise on the Reaping. I just can't. I can't. Imagine this. It's 2026. You're sitting in your little cinema chair and you see the squirrels do their thing on screen, and it cuts to this man having the most gut-punching reaction with only 7 seconds of screen time. But in those 7 seconds, he gives an Oscar-worthy performance. Do you see the vision? Are you with me? Did you see the vision? He was in Chevalier, he was in Elvis, he was in another movie called High Note with Dakota Johnson that I haven't watched yet. Again, come for me. Well, yeah, whatever. He was also in another movie called Waves. Come for me, come on. Also, the casting department keeps on being hilarious. And this man actually played Jeffrey Wright's son in another movie. Keep in mind, the casting department had already pulled this with Plutarch's actor. They're not innocent. You know what else we got? Maya Hawke, the original Nepo baby herself, as Nuts. You know what? This must be pointed out. This is Maya Hawke. This is the original actress that played Wyrus 25 years later. What are they feeding the casting directors? As I said, Miss Maya Hawke is the Nepo baby herself, Ethan Hawke's and Uma Thurman's daughter, but she's also an incredibly talented actress and singer-songwriter. In my opinion, I can definitely see her in this type of role. I think it fits her perfectly. She was in Asteroid City, Stranger Things, of course, Do Revenge, Inside Out 2. Also, I love her song, Therese. I love it. Also, I saw some people claim that this might be a TikTok casting. I disagree. I think that Maya Hawke has the perfect quirkiness about her to play the midterm between sane Wyrus that we never got to see before her games and the Wyrus we know in Catching Fire 25 years later. So I'm really excited. I think this is not TikTok casting at all. I think this will align perfectly. And I trust the casting directors, okay? They have proved time and time again that whatever they're feeding them, it's working out. All right? So I trust this. Also, important thing to note, BT was actually announced at midnight and Wyrus was announced at noon.
They ask you how you are, you just...
Once again, these casting directors, this marketing department, they aren't innocent. We also got the news that the lovely Lily Taylor will take on the role of Max Flanagan. And I'm so excited for this. this one. While still on the topic of crazy release hours, someone pointed out that she was announced at 4 because she was from District 4. I'm from a different time zone. I can't give my opinion on this. To me, this all releases at random times. And then I go and check what time is it in the US and I'm like, oh, this is what they've pulled. This lovely lady has so many credits to her name in IMDb. Say Anything, Mystic Pizza, The Conjuring, Dogfight, I Shot Andy Warhol, Public Enemies, and she was also in Maze Runner. This is not her first YA rodeo. Some fans were initially unsure about this casting because there was a casting rumor going around that Fernanda Torres was being eyed to play Mags. When the casting announcement came about, people were in the Hunger Games comment section going off, basically. And she actually commented in the Hunger Games comment section that she will carry on Fernanda Torres' torch, which is so sweet. This is so Max core of her. Also on the topic of, I don't know what they're feeding the Hunger Games casting directors, but it's working. This is her picture. This is Lynn Cohen, who played Mags in Catching Fire, and this is the Mags we got in the promo pics for Mockingjay. I'm gobsmacked. Also, if you have time, please check her Instagram. Her videos of like the little birds. The fact that this woman posted the Hunger Games casting announcement of her as Mags, and the next minute, it was a video of like little birdies. Max coded, I fear. For a franchise called The Hunger Games, the casting department hasn't stopped eating once. It's me haunting you again. Because the Hunger Games casting department keeps on haunting us. And I was summoned because I heard about eating severely. And you know what ate severely? We manifested, we wished, we waited, and we got Elle Fanning as young Effie Trinket. And the crowd goes wild. I love this casting, my favorite so far. I was crossing my fingers for this one and we actually got it. That's insane. Keep in mind, I said in my previous video that I was openly campaigning and it worked. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And if you're like, Elle Fanning, Aurora from Maleficent, she's playing Effie Trinket. No, I mean Elle Fanning as Catherine in Catherine the Great is playing Effie Trinket. Know your references, know your sources. She's known for Maleficent 1 and 2, the series Catherine the Great, Teen Spirit, Somewhere, 20th Century Women, Super 8, and that's just to name a few. I love some of the choices she pulls as an actress, and I am so excited to see what she is bringing to Effie's character. I know she will do an amazing job. The scene between Effie and Haymitch before he enters the arena, her saving the day with the outfits. I was thinking that Effie doesn't really say it's going to be a big day in the movies, but she does have an iconic line with the "that is mahogany." What if they used that line to introduce Elle Fanning as Effie in the new movie? Picture this. They're picking the outfits for the interviews and it's going badly. They're all frustrated and Haymitch in frustration bangs his hands against the table and she comes in the elevator and she just says, "Hey, that is mahogany." Do you see the vision? Are you with me? She recently talked about accepting the role of Effie in Cannes. So yeah, take a look at that.
Have you seen the Hunger Games?
No.
Those movies? Yeah, they're doing another one and I'm gonna play this character younger that they announced that today. But yeah, it'll be fun. I love that character. I love Elizabeth Banks and like what she did with Effie. And talk about costumes. Gonna be some good costumes in that, so.
And actually, Elizabeth Banks also talked about how excited she was to see her as Effie.
Some exciting Hunger Games news today.
Yes,
that
we did.
timing. What was your reaction to Elle being cast? Do you have any advice for her?
I'm thrilled for her. We already texted. I'm super excited. I texted the producers as well, and I think she's perfect.
I know. I mean, she was like the ultimate fan cast. Everybody was.
I think everyone's really happy, I'm really happy about that. And I'm excited for the next generation to have their Effie.
Icons for real. Speaking of icons, we got another casting announcement that made the fandom collectively lose their minds. We got the master of ceremonies himself, Caesar Flickerman, and he is being played by none other than Kieran Culkin. And oh my goodness, this was another of the rumored casting announcements we got right at the start, maybe like 3 weeks ago at this point. I am once again bringing your attention to this. This is Lucky Flickerman. This is this guy. This is Caesar Flickerman. Older. I'm getting more and more convinced that they're like, I don't know, growing them on a farm to cast them for this. It's like, I have a theory. Speaking of theories, I also have another theory for the Sunrise on the Reaping movie regarding these two characters. Since these two characters are so well known and well loved by the fans, I think they're going to cut some roles to give more emphasis to these two people. So I think their first stylists are going to be cut from the plot entirely, and we're going to get Effie from the start. And maybe we'll get some like Caesar commentary like throughout the games as we've had like up until this point. And I think they're going to play this part of the comic relief, the lighter characters in the midst of like all the gloom in the rest of the movie. Kieran Culkin is also pretty well known. He was in A Real Pain, he was in Succession, he was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, which great movie, by the way. And now adding to that, Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Caesar Flickerman himself. I am really excited and really happy about all these casting announcements that both me and past Tessa just spoke about. So I am giving the mic back to her. Listen to what she has to say, please. She didn't know the storm that was coming her way, but now we do. So yeah, back to her. And then on the day after I wrote this script, Ralph Fiennes was announced as President Snow, and we're back to the topic of collecting YA villains as Infinity Stones. What's going on? Ralph Fiennes is an amazing actor. Everybody knows Ralph Fiennes, Conclave, Harry Potter, the list goes on, the list goes on. Everyone knows Ralph Fiennes. He is an incredible actor, and he has the right vibe about him to play such an iconic villain such as Snow. However, I did say this in a previous video, and I stand by this. It came to light that this man defended J.K. Rowling and condemned people standing up to her. This was, as you can imagine, the casting announcement I was least excited about, and it was because this knowledge tainted my excitement. These statements were made quite some time ago, so I hope that in the meantime, he has, well, reassessed and does not consider people standing up to J.K. Rowling anymore as exaggerated. Because in my point of view, there is absolutely no reason to defend J.K. Rowling when she's attacking people left and right. The Hunger Games franchise is about people standing up to oppression and oppressive people. And if J.K. Rowling is anything, she's oppressive. So, not really happy about this one, but you know, Ralph Fiennes is a great actor. He's so talented. Let's see. Again, I am reaching insane levels of excitement for a movie that is only coming out in 2026. So, will I update you with all casting announcements that will come out? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Will I go totally insane in the meanwhile? Well, let's wait and see, shall we? Who do you think is next, though? Oh, what if they release Burdock and Asterid together? Let me know if you enjoy this type of content. As you can tell, I really enjoy making it. And let me know who you think they're announcing next. These are my bets. I'm standing by them, but at the same time, if they happen, RIP me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications as it really helps the channel grow. All my social media will be in the description. Make sure you follow all my shenanigans on there. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye!